What's going on, everyone? So yesterday we got some news that Bronny James, LeBron James' son, is going to enter the transfer portal for the NCAA. So this means that he is going to be departing from the USC Trojans. We'll see where he ends up, where he lands. We'll see what the end result is with all this. LeBron even addressed it after yesterday's game and basically said, hey, he's his own man. He can make his own decisions. He's going to do what he wants to do. And then we as a family are going to support him, which is what you say, right? He is his own man. He is his own person. He's carving his own path, which I'm excited to see and be a part of this journey and watch where he goes as he establishes a name away from his father, right? Because it's what you want to do. You want to pave your own path. As far as the reasons as to why, the head coach for USC appears to have taken the SMU vacancy. And appears that that is the reason why he is entering the portal. So what this tells me is that he's not entering the NBA draft. Now, it's not completely out of the equation, right? Maybe if he doesn't find somewhere that he likes, somewhere that he feels comfortable and wants to go to, still has that out, which is the NBA. But usually if you're entering that portal, it's going to be so that way he can go and continue his college journey, continue his college adventure. Obviously, most teams, if not all of them, would love to have Bronny, right? That name, the money and media and the attention and everything that will draw, every school would be lining up to sign Bronny James. But from Bronny's perspective, what is the best path? What is the best course? Obviously, whatever decision he makes is what he believes to be the best. Now, as far as him not entering the NBA, I don't think that this is a real surprise. Again, he still can, but more likely than not, he's going to stay another year. I don't think it's a real surprise, right? Didn't really get a fair shake this year. And a lot of people like to clown him and talk, this, that. Stop, right? He's a young man that's trying to find his way in the sport of basketball and then elevate to the professional level. Whether he's ready or not, it doesn't matter, right? He is still on his journey. It's how does he feel? If he enters the NBA draft, somebody is going to take him on a flyer, right? For the fact that LeBron James may be able to come, again, the money, everything behind it. Bronny's not worried about getting drafted. Some team in the late first or second round or even undrafted is going to bring him on just for the namesake and just to potentially get the dollars that LeBron James is going to bring that team at some point when he goes and plays with his son. So there's no questions in that regard. But for him to want to be the best basketball player he can be in the professional level, I do think going to college will be good for him, or staying in college will be good for him, right? Again, I know his stats and his performance didn't look that great. Dude, the guy had a serious, literally life-threatening incident, right? I don't want to get too heavy into it because, again, it's for him. It's for his personal life, his personal family. Plenty of people love to bring it up and, try to use it for AdSense dollars and stuff. It's not what we're here to talk about. But that is something that did happen, right? And with that, of course there's going to be some hindrance. Of course there's going to be something to LeBron's game, right? Bronny's game, right? Something is going to be affected, and he's not going to be just jumping right back in to highlight dunks and fade away, right? He's got to, there was always questions about his skill set and will it translate to the college level, the NBA. He's good, but how good, right? Compared to these other top prospects, the other top players. So I think for him to get a full season of college, get another year of experience and shaping and molding, right? Does he go and follow the USC coach to SMU? That could be a real possibility, right? He goes there and continues to learn, continues to be guided. And then now you get the full year, you take those next steps, you take those next leaps, you actually get the opportunity to play a bigger role and be better utilized. Because again, like USC, he was coming off the bench, right? He basically became a defensive assignment guy off the bench for the most part, right? Because USC, they didn't know if he was going to play at all, right? So they're over there trying to figure out and navigate, okay, well, what's our team look like? What's our starting five? We were looking at Bronny to come in and play a specific role. Now we don't have that. Okay, so then he comes in. It's like, great, but we already figured all these other things out. So now, like, what what do we do with Bronny? How do we integrate him without disrupting what we've created, right? So I completely get it. But now for him, he'll be able to go to a new situation, a new environment, get a full year under his belt, get a full opportunity to really kind of establish himself as a potential name, kind of move up those draft boards. I still don't necessarily think all of a sudden he's going to be a top 5, top 10 pick, but maybe he can go from second round undrafted, maybe a team takes him on a flyer for the late first to, maybe he can move into a solidified, top 20 pick, right? Or top 25 pick, or a clear cut. He's clearly a first round pick in this year's draft, right? You just want to see the small incremental increases. And then he can make that adjustment or stay in college and again, continue to grow, continue to build. There's nothing wrong if he stays 4 years in college, really learns and understands the game. By year 4, he's a real NBA threat. He gets into the league and now he's ready to go. There's plenty of guys in the league right now that are playing huge roles that had multiple years in college. And more times than not, guys that are one and done don't translate, right? Learn the game. Take your time. There's no rush. Look, especially in today's world, these NIL deals, Bronny's making more money than he'd probably make in the NBA. Even if he is drafted. I mean, because again, he's not going to be drafted as like a top 5 pick, top 10 pick. So if he's the 30th pick in the draft, right? Like he's making more money being in college and is probably going to make even more money wherever he ends up going, right? And now he's signed new deals with those local. But I mean, the dude, money and finances are not a worry for him. Especially, I mean, there's also the obvious answer, which is LeBron James, but I'm talking about for him being his own man. Money is not the problem. He's got plenty. He's making plenty. It's what is best for him from a basketball standpoint? What is best for him for a basketball career, right? Now, it's just finding the right fit and opportunity for him. My guess is he's going to want to go to a place where he can find a bigger role. Maybe it's something like you go like a Ben Simmons route or something, right? Where, yeah, you're going to a notable name, a notable school, but they're not very good. There's not really these expectations. He gets to play a big role and, they kind of flounder, but he just kind of gets the spotlight still. He's, looked at as this top draft. Or you go to like the Markelle Fultz route or something, right? If he goes to, because you don't want to go to like one of these colleges no one's ever heard of, right? Even though Bronny has his own just draw, but you do want to go, if he could find that like middle of the pack, right? Again, like SMU, right? If he follows to SMU, right? Like that would be fine, right? It's a known school. He'd get a little notoriety. He'd probably be one of the top players if he can get a big role. To me, it's which college is going to give you the best opportunity to play on the basketball court. All the other things are all you don't have to worry about, right? The attention's going to go wherever Bronny goes. The money is going to go wherever Bronny goes. So you have those out of the way. You don't have to worry about like, I'm going to this random school. And the reason I don't think it's best for him to go to this random school is because you want there to be some other form of competition. You want there to be something to where there's a comparison to, right? If you put a black piece of paper on a black wall, well, guess what? You're not going to be able to see the paper, right? But if you put that black piece of paper on a white wall, well, now that black piece of paper stands out, or vice versa, right? Like, my point is that like he needs to be out there, and then now you have those other pieces that, yes, they're standing out, but you're still the prominent one. You're the one that's clearly elevated and ahead of everyone else, right? Like that is the kind of thing that I want to see Bronny do. And also I want to see him kind of take the challenge, right? But go to the best place that gives you the best opportunity, that gives you the best chance to really just shine and show off and display your talents, as well as allow you to get the most minutes possible. But also you want to go to a place that allow you to learn, right? You don't want to go to a place that's just like, you're Bronny, play 40 minutes a game, right? Like, no, you want him to be able to develop and grow and learn and be guided, right? So that way he could take that next step to the NBA. So look, I'm excited. I think this is great for Bronny. I think this is great for wherever he ends up. We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited for the journey, like I said. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts on Bronny entering the transfer portal? Where would you like to see Bronny end up? Is there anywhere in particular where you're like, oh man, I really hope he goes to this school? Again, whatever your thoughts are, however you feel, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So when you enjoy these types of videos, truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.